What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about the One Piece card game. You see, the other day I showed you a video where we compared One Piece TCG sets. Well, since we did that, OP-06 has gone and been revealed. And by revealed, I mean like properly revealed, as in we've seen every single card, and it's lovely. We know exactly what the set is, we know everything we need to know about the set. Life is good. In Japanese, but we know we have the same sets, like in Japanese and in English. And then, of course, since that video came out, I've had a bunch of people going, all right, then we'll see. What's the plan now? What should we do now? Is OP-06 better than OP-05? So what we're going to do today is have a look at OP-04, the set which has just come out, OP-05, the set which is out at the end of next week, and OP-06, the set which is, well, it's just come out in Japan, and we're going to be getting, I believe in March, it's officially scheduled for release, and we're going to be having a look at which of these is most deserving of your money, which of these should you be focusing on. So starting off with OP-04, I'll be honest with you, I opened a box of OP-04 last night, and I actually pulled the special rare Boa Hancock, which is one of the best cards in the set, and I'm delighted. I'm on a bit of an OP-04 high right now, and it is awesome. Of course, you've got those special rares. They're all very stylized. Here's a look at lore. So you can see they all look very much, the same in that kind of style. And in terms of alternate art leaders, OP-04 is the best. I mean, take a look at Vivi and Rebecca here and tell me these aren't the best alternate art leaders we've had. And yes, I know it's all down to personal preference, but I feel pretty strongly that this is the best we've had in terms of alternate art leaders. And certainly in terms of playability, OP-04 is good. Like, Rebecca has proven to be a very, very good deck. It was the undefeated deck going all the way to top 4 at the Liverpool regionals I casted a couple of weeks ago. That was pretty gosh darned impressive. Don Quixote do Flamingo has proven to be an absolute top deck in the meta. Queen has proven to be very, very viable. I actually pulled the alternate art Queen leader in the same box with my Boa Hancock last night. It was awesome. It has been a very good set for playability. And then there's all kinds of things like, there isn't a good new yellow leader in the set, but the Blocker Sanji is amazing. Capone Beige is absolutely amazing. There are a bunch of very, very good cards all over. In terms of the manga rare, it's Sabo. And everybody loves Sabo, and Sabo is very cool. Also another good card that sees a huge amount of play. And the thing about OP-04 is it's a very good set, but it's not special. And I think that's the problem in terms of these sets. It's not a set which is really jumping out as, here's why it's the best set ever. It is a very good set, filled with very good cards. And look, there's a bunch of really cool stuff in here. The blue Kaido is amazing. Weirdly, I've opened 2 boxes and I still don't have one of these, and this makes me sad. But the point is, very good set, very playable cards, great alternate art leaders, but I don't think it is special. And if we flick onto OP-05, OP-05 is special. And as a fun little side note, we now have scans of all the OP-05 cards. They have been uploaded on the official website, and that makes me very happy indeed. And OP-05 is special. OP-05 is a very special set. For instance, we've got 3 manga rares, and one of them is Luffy. In terms of manga rares, firstly, Luffy is the best of the manga rares we've had so far in terms of value, in terms of basically everything, but it's only one of 3. There are 3 manga rares in this set. That is ridiculous. Plus, we've got the new Oda drawn by Luffy. And then we've got the Oda signed Luffy, which last time I talked about this, hadn't been officially confirmed, and now has been officially confirmed. We've got a nice clearing list scan, and that's awesome. And those 2 things alone, the manga rares and the signed Luffy, that makes OP-05 special. And there's nothing in OP-04 on the same level. We've got Gear 5 Luffy coming around, making its debut. Very good card, one of the secret rares. It's got Don -10, and you have to put all your other characters at the bottom of your deck. but then you get an extra turn, and then you've got that skill that you get to add a Don card from your Don deck active by paying 1 every turn, so you build up your Don more quickly, plus all the other stuff that purple does in terms of getting your Don back, and it is a very, very cool thing. The other secret rare, incidentally, is another Kaido, and Kaido is awesome. But then you've got everything else. You've got the special rares that are very stylistic. But in terms of special rares, you've got Nami and Uta and Yamato, who are all going to be exceedingly popular, because that's what they do. In terms of the alternate art leaders, we are going back to the manga heads that we had back in OP-01 and 2. They're back. And they're beautiful. We've got Luffy, which is a very, very good leader, which has seen a huge amount of play and a huge amount of success. But then we've also got Sakazuki. And look, everything I'm seeing coming out of Japan right now is telling me Sakazuki is the best deck in the OP-05 meta. They have obviously now moved on to the OP-06 meta. But the last big tournament in the OP-05 meta, first place, Sakazuki. Second place, Sakazuki. This is the deck in the OP-05 meta, and maybe it'll be different over here, but we've got Luffy, which is very viable, Sakazuki, which is the best deck in the meta, and I do think that is very clear judging by Japanese results. But then we've got Enel, which is a really good new leader, recovers life, it's all lovely, does play quite similar actually to the yellow decks we've been playing up to now, but you know, with Enel as the leader. And then you got stuff like Bello Betty and the Revolutionaries, which is my personal favourite of the leaders. And that's the thing about OP-05. Oh, also, sorry, just before we go any further, the alternate art Akira Igawa Trafalgar Law. Oh my word, that is one of the best cards we've seen in terms of artwork. There is a manga rare. The manga rare's cool. I want the Akira Igawa art. I think I've been pretty clear about that. And the point is that OP-05 is very playable, just like OP-04. It's going to bring in new decks that rule the meta, just like OP-04. There's going to be a lot of good new cards that see a bunch of play in all the colours, just like OP-04. But then you've got the manga rares and the signed Oda card, and without those, I think OP-04 and 5 might be pretty close. Although you've still got a Luffy leader and Gear 5 Luffy secret rare that would probably tip it. But with all this extra stuff, I'm afraid I don't think it is particularly close. I love OP-04. I opened a box of it last night. I've actually got another box sitting around, which part of me doesn't want to open, because I opened one box and got the Alt Art Queen and the Boa Hancock special rare. And maybe it's from a different case. Probably not, to be honest with you. Kind of tempted not to open it at this point. I love OP-04, but OP-05 is different. I've got a case coming of OP-05, which might tell you everything you need to know. So what about OP-06 then? Because you know what? OP-06 is new. And there is an argument that new is always better. Is it better? I mean, look, it is a very cool set. There is a lot of fun stuff in OP-06, like, for instance, Manga Zoro. And the Manga Zoro, incidentally, great card. It's one of the secret rares in the set. You can pay 1 to restand when you attack, and you can pay 2 to restand activate main. So you can pay 3 and get 3 attacks with it. It's absurd. And we got the manga rare. Very, very playable. But the thing is, in OP-05, we had 3 and 1 was Luffy. So I'm not sure if Manga Zoro is going to be enough here. We got a secret rare Sanji as well. Everybody loves Sanji, and this one lets you on play, look at the top card of your deck, and play a 9 cost or lower for free. It's clearly very, very good. But is it good enough? In terms of the special rares, these are apparently showing characters in their everyday life, and we got some heavy hitters here, like Big Mum. Like Rebecca, for instance, like the Buggy from OP-01, which is a really good card, and everybody loves Buggy. But are these going to be better than things like Nami in OP-05? Is there anything here which is going to be as popular as the Nami from OP-05? Quite possibly not. I mean, even down to there's an alternate art by Akira Igawa, it's Shanks. But this is not as good as a Trafalgar Law, and I love the Shanks and I love Igawa, but the Law is clearly better artwork as far as I'm concerned. And in terms of leaders, I mean, we've got some very good leaders. Yamato is at least early doors making a play for best deck in the meta. Now, we're not actually there yet. It's too early to say. But Yamato is making a play to be the best leader in the game. It's got double attack and activate main once per turn. If your opponent's got 3 or less life, you can attach 2 rested Don to one of your characters. It's clearly nuts. Clearly ridiculous. And there is a Vinsmoke Reiju leader. See, German 66 leader. It's really good. You'll notice the artwork here on the alt leaders. It's not actually manga heads. They are the same design, but they're brand new artwork. They are not artwork taken from the mangas. So they look like manga heads, but they're not actually manga heads because the artwork doesn't come from the manga. And then we've got stuff like Gecko Moria, which is making some waves in Japan at the moment because you can play characters for free from your trash. And then you've got the other Thriller Bark leader, Perona, which lets you either rest one of your opponent's characters or reduce one of their costs. Just activate main once per turn. Incidentally, for OP-05, I'm going to be playing a bunch of Bello Betty. For OP-06, I'm going to be playing this. This is the deck I want to play for OP-06. This looks awesome. And then you've got stuff like Uta that looks like a very, very nice leader in the film genre. So there's a bunch of good leaders. We don't quite know how good they are yet, I'll be honest with you. But certainly Yamato looks like the real deal, and there are a bunch of others that could be quite good. But I see OP-06 like I see OP-04, a very good set. Although Zoro is a better manga read than Sabo, I'm just putting that out there. And it's got some very good leaders, and I think it might be better than OP-04 in that regard. It's got a lot of good cards. It's got some good special rares. Again, I think better than OP-04. And I think if we put OP-06 next to OP-04, I think the manga rare's better. I think the special rares are better characters and better art. I think the leaders are going to end up being better, although it's too early to say that definitively yet. But I don't think OP-06 stands up to OP-05. I've been telling you all along that OP-05 is a special set. It's the best set we've had so far. Yes, I know Romance Dawn was the first and that was special. I understand. But I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think OP-06 is going to stand up to OP-05. I think OP-05 is one of those sets that is going to go down as, you know, it's a game still here in 10, 20 years' time, and I hope it will be, and I genuinely think it's got a chance. People, incidentally, are underestimating quite how well the One Piece card game is doing. It is absurd how well this card game is doing for the first year. People really are underestimating quite how big this game is. But the point I'm making is OP-05 is going to be a set we look back on and go, oh, mate, I wish I'd picked more of that up. Oh, that was a special set. And I think OP-04 is cool, and I think it is a set absolutely worth picking up right now. And I think OP-06 is a good set that is worth looking forward to and saving up for. But if you're looking at, well, we'll see, which set should I really be going for, which one should I be investing in? OP-05. I do believe OP-05 is the set. Right, that's where we go. As far as I'm concerned, there is a ranking. It is OP-05, OP-06, OP-04. That's my ranking. I'm sticking to it, but I want to hear from you guys. Do you agree with me? What do you think? Go nuts in the comment section, but be nice. Also, rank all free, would you? That would be lovely. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross and you've been watching Wasi Plays.